balcony of the Balkans. Dry as sunstroke, arid as a desert, hot as the stone that burns beneath the feet. They can even be seen from the moon. Drops of white stone in the blues of the Adriatic. Not a tree. Total barrenness. Croatia scoured, fluid like the flight of a bird along a sea mark without which what vessel could find its bearing in this jungle of rock? What sailor? Geological peculiarity, meteorological mystery, the nature reserve of the Kornati Islands. In 10 years, they have become the nirvana of the passing sailor seeking a rare and fleeting open berth. As many islands as bays, even more coves and creeks. More and more are coming to lose themselves here. It's near the dry land in the many narrows and channels that the ships first formed traffic jams. The continent is near. Even the sky seems crowded. 2 Chinook helicopters, heavy military machines commonly used in Iraq or Afghanistan, are in the air this afternoon. But Croatia is no longer at war, is she? There's not a trace of the conflict left on the islands or the coast. But sometimes it only needs to go into the hinterland to find the scars of a war that was so recent. Here, a village decimated, the stage for battles between Croats and Serbs. The marks of bullets and burning. It looks as if it happened yesterday. Then they had to turn the page, do everything at once, create new borders while opening up to the world. Make the least sight into an attraction. From the waterfalls here near Šibenik to the cliffs of the Dalmatian coast opposite. Sparsely populated, formerly the reserve of oligarchs, the isles now have different visitors. There's something for everyone. The owners of Dalmatian dogs, a local icon, and those collecting pebbles on the beach, where they compete to build the biggest cairn. The maritime contours of the Balkans have become really complicated over the last 10 years. 5 flags and as many official languages have replaced an artificial unity that lasted for 40 years, Yugoslavia. Today, from the Italian to the Albanian border, several countries are sharing the drawing of the Balkan coastline. A headache? Yes and no. In the north, when a ship enters a Croatian port, it's impossible not to know it. The authorities run up the colours at once. A flag and sign in Croat at the end of the dock. A confused person might think he was in neighbouring Slovenia. with which a border dispute is endlessly dragging on here in the Gulf of Piran. A settlement in sight? We'll see. For the rest, it's obvious. In the Balkans, it's Croatia that is the incarnation of the sea. A country that without its maritime slopes would have sunk into total anonymity and banality. Here there are monastic islands as round as saucers. There, barren islands hedged with walls of stone where nothing grows. Here we are in Istria in the north of Croatia. Border disputes and diplomatic crises seem far away. As the eagle flies in a straight line from north to south, the Croatian coast is barely 550 kilometres. But if you follow the thousands of islands scattered along it, it's 4,000. A vast playground for the birds of prey. In this typically Mediterranean setting, the Gulf of Korcula looks as if it were northern Italy. Only a narrow canal 10 meters wide separates the islands of Cres and Lozinj. Twice a day, the mobile bridge allows the fishing boats to pass to unload the night's catch near the village of Osor. There's a good haul of anchovies and sardines this morning. So many tiny fish that are not only intended for human consumption, with its warm, protected and accessible waters, Croatia has become a leading country in the field of aquaculture. Off the coast of Trogir, it's 3 o'clock, time for tea. Here, they don't feed, they fatten. Several hundreds of kilos of sardines tossed into the middle of a marine cage, swarming with fat fish. Swift as torpedoes, voracious as a starving man, are hundreds of red tuna. Another few dozen kilos of sardines or anchovies to digest, and these overstuffed animals will be on a plane to Tokyo, frozen, fattened like geese, billed at a high price. Ordinary mortals don't take the plane in Croatia, they sail. All the islands are linked to the continent by an armada of ferries, and they converge on as many harbours. This is Split, and beyond the embarkation docks the old city stands out. Especially when compared with the city's suburbs, where behind rows of apartment blocks we see a major sign of the collective identity, the 35,000 capacity stadium known to all lovers of football. Split has a population of 200,000, urban people who even on the beach no longer pay any attention to the constant coming and going of ships. Nevertheless, as old stones go, if Split is a fine example, what can you say about Korcula, the capital of the island of the same name? In Croatia, they sometimes say that each town is a port museum, the art appreciation depository of a history that is more ancient than modern, an impeccable but incomplete showcase. a portal into the tumultuous history of a country where they never forget the national flag. In the distance, the storm threatens. Maybe it's already raining, who knows, in the east, in the mountains of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Beyond Dubrovnik and its old city submerged in the new, once again we have to cross a border. The road to the south takes us towards another new country, Montenegro. Its coastline doesn't run for hundreds of kilometres either, but it glows. Montenegro stacks up flattering, facile postcards. There's everything around the village of Kotor, a veritable fjord of the southern seas. Only recently separated from Serbia, Montenegro is wagering its future on a fresh style. And it's attracting a lot of tourists, West and East Europeans, Russians. All that's missing are the Chinese, but that will happen. So today the navy and the strategic position can go to the devil. Civilian life has come back into its own. Ferries pass in the fjord. Separatists of all persuasions are keeping a low profile. It's time for business. Forgotten is the past when these coasts were the HQ for major military installations. The watchtowers, the radar and the night binoculars are now obsolete. Forgotten are the submarine pens dug in the mountains. And yet, greedily eyed by Russian, Kazakh or other developer magnates, Montenegro hasn't yet seen the end of its transformation. In the end, won't it be the same throughout the Balkans?